What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and in this video we will talk about the really serious links to Nicolo Barella, because according to Italian newspapers, Liverpool are preparing to bid 75 million for Nicolo Barella. They are weighing up a move for the Inter Milan star, and Inter are having a very inconsistent season, much like Liverpool. They have one hell of a fight on their hands to even finish in the top 4 in this area, but they are in the Champions League semi-finals, and there will be a Milan derby in the semi-finals, and Barella is one of the star players of Inter Milan, and Liverpool desperately need a goal-scoring and very creative and goal-assisting midfield maestro like Barella. Bellingham's price tag, which will be around 130-140 million pounds, Barella will cost a little bit more than half of that amount, and I think for 70-75 million Barella would be expensive, but it could be great value for money if you look at Barella's numbers. This season he has 8 goals and 9 assists, which is a really good return for, as I said, a very inconsistent Inter Milan team, and also he played 43 games. What I really like about Barella is that he's very reliable. He's not injury prone like Naby Keita or Curtis Jones or Thiago or Alexis Chamberlain, because Barella played 43 games this season, 48 games last season, 46 games 2 seasons ago, 41 games 3 seasons ago. So that's absolutely brilliant. And even for Cagliari, before he joined Inter, he played almost every game in the Serie A, only missed 2 or 3 games through injury or suspension or tiredness. And also for the Italian national team, he played 43 games and scored 8 goals as well. And of course he won the Euros with Italy in 2020. He also won the Serie A title with Inter 2 seasons ago, the Italian Cup last season, and also Inter are in the Italian Cup final again this season as well. And also he won the Super Cup twice last year and 2 years ago as well. So he already has a pretty decent trophy cabinet, but I think it will be difficult for Liverpool to price him away, because he's Italian, he loves Italy, he loves playing in the Serie A. But for the right kind of offer, and I think 70-75 million could be the right kind of offer, Liverpool could price Barella away from Inter. Italian football journalist Mina Rosucchi described him as an intelligent, promising and composed midfielder. Even though he is still quite young, he has a wide range of skills. His passing range is brilliant. He scored some absolutely spectacular goals this season. Just look at his goal that he scored against Benfica in the second leg at the San Siro. Absolute thing of beauty into the top corner. And the journalist said that Barella can dribble through a defense, he can score volleys, long range shots, he can start great counterattacks. He knows how to find the right passes, and he is a classic box-to-box midfielder, and he can win back possession quickly and recover the ball. And even like former legends like Andrea Pirlo and Alessandro Del Piero have praised Barella before. The Italian sports newspaper La Gazzetta dello Sport has compared Nicolo Barella to none other than Steven Gerrard. Of course, Barella is not on the level of Gerrard and probably never will be, but his style of play is quite similar to Gerrard, is that he can take the ball in the middle of the park, he can drive forward, he can put a through ball to the striker, he can score long range goals. He's very dynamic, good technique, he has good vision, good stamina, physical strength. Even though he's quite short, he can dribble past people quite well. His favorite role is the right side of the center midfield, and that's where I think Harvey Elliott played quite a lot of times, and Jordan Henderson as well, and I think Barella is better than both. Harvey Elliott could become as good as Barella one day. Henderson will never be as good, and I think we need to usher Henderson into a bench role, into a James Milner role next season, and hopefully Barella can be a right starting centre midfielder on the right hand side of the midfield. And he is also a leader. He has a very strong character. He is known for his leadership qualities. He has a very competitive spirit and a winning mentality as well. And Barella scored both home and away against Benfica in the Champions League to fire Inter into the semi-finals, where they will meet AC Milan. I will be honest, I'm really looking forward to the Champions League semi-finals, mouth-watering ties, and I really hope it will be an AC Milan Real Madrid final, just because I don't really like Inter or Manchester City, but yeah, I just want anybody to win the Champions League but Man City. And Barella has the experience and the tactical intelligence and the tactical ability and know-how to play and adapt to the Premier League, and I don't think we would need a transition season from Barella. I think he can come in and straight away start for Liverpool regularly, and I think we badly need a goal-scoring midfielder, because our midfielders haven't been scoring goals for years now. That has been a major problem for Liverpool. And according to the reports, Liverpool are ready to pay for Barella 70-75 million pounds, even though we said we won't pay a ludicrous amount of money on a midfielder. I think that Liverpool meant 130 million for Bellingham. With Liverpool having not unlimited transfer funds, obviously because of our owners, Liverpool have to be very smart on who to spend money on. And of course it's better to sign two players for the price of Jude Bellingham. If those two players are Barella and McAllister, I think that would go a long way to fixing Liverpool's many issues that have occurred this season in the midfield department. And according to the Italian newspapers, Liverpool have regularly scouted Barella this season. We have watched many of his games. We have sent scouts to the San Siro to watch Inter Milan games. And I watch the Serie A highlights quite regularly, and Barella has always impressed me in the Inter team. He's one of their best players, and Barella would be probably the best big name signing after missing out on Jude Bellingham. And Inter are not in the best financial position, but that the counter argument to that is that Barella is heavily invested both emotionally and contractually to Inter Milan, so it will be difficult but not impossible to prize him away from Inter. So let me know, guys, do you think Liverpool should go all out to try and get Barella? I think this early, not even the season is over, we should definitely inquire about Barella, and let's see if Barella would be interested in joining Liverpool. Let's see whether Inter would then even entertain offers for Barella. If either of those don't happen, then of course we can move on to other targets like Alexis McAllister, Mason Mount. We have a lot of attacking midfield options that Liverpool could turn to. But we need to get the deals done before the preseason begins at Liverpool. So at the beginning of July, there should already be 2 or 3 midfielders walking through the door. Barella would be a fantastic addition to the Liverpool team and somebody who we badly need. I would be happy with Mason Mount or Alexis McAllister. We need at least, I think, 2 out of those 3 transfers at least. And Trent Alexander-Arnold was praised by the Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson. He said, "We can build confidence within games. It's been a bit easier to play through the middle, to get on the ball and to create more. I think Trent has been outstanding in that position. It's something new for him, and I think it's like a new stimulus for Trent. He's learning it all the time. It's a different position than before. He has been really good there, getting on the ball in dangerous areas, getting further infield. He can hurt teams, and that's helped us over the last few games, especially in terms of winning the ball back in the middle. I know everyone talks about Trent with the ball, which is great, but he also gives us an extra man in the middle when we lose the ball with the counter press. That has been something that we have been much better at in the last few weeks. And this is just a start for Liverpool, and I might make a different dedicated video to whether Liverpool can get top 4 or not, and analyzing the latest results, the latest game week in the Premier League, because I think it's very interesting after Newcastle won 4-1 away at Everton, and I would love to see Everton get relegated. I'm not gonna lie, that would be absolutely hilarious and brilliant for the Liverpool fan base. But also Newcastle look very strong. They scored 10 goals in the past 2 games, and I can't see Newcastle dropping too many points. Man United, on the other hand, they have very difficult fixtures in the next 4 game weeks, and if they lose a couple of games, or maybe they lose 1, draw 2, then the door might be slightly open for the top 4. At the moment, it's Man United's and Newcastle's to lose, and Liverpool can just concentrate on the next game, which is Tottenham on Sunday, and try to win that. But who knows, maybe the door will be open for Liverpool, but I think the maximum that we can hope for is 5th place. But who knows, stranger things have happened. And Jurgen Klopp said that a lot of big teams are struggling this season. We have our problems, Chelsea have problems, Tottenham have problems. It is not cool for us, but it opens it up for other teams, and Champions League spots are there to grab for other teams. Little mistakes can cause massive problems. I don't know anything about that for Tottenham, but they showed they are outstanding last night, coming from 2 goals down against Man United to draw. I will be prepared for the best possible Tottenham side. They are the best counter-attacking side in Europe by some distance. Last night they played a similar system to what they have played for a while. The mentality boost is clear, the game could have gone either way. They had a massive chance at 1-0, that's how football is. It could have gone either way. Lots of the players who will face us played last night. That's what we will prepare for. So at least Tottenham have 1 day less to prepare for the Liverpool-Tottenham game. But the game is at Anfield and we absolutely have to win if we want to finish the season on a high. And I think Liverpool are capable of winning all the remaining games. I just don't see it happening. It's not very likely because of how inconsistent we have been throughout the whole season. The good news is that I think 4 of the last 6 games for Liverpool are at home. So we are well capable of winning all of our home games, and the away games are against really bad teams like Southampton, for example. So I think the West Ham away game was a potential banana skin. Of course, the Tottenham game is always difficult, but at Anfield, I really am confident Liverpool can beat Tottenham because of the recent form. And Jurgen Klopp said that we will take what we get this season. It's not that we started the season and said if we qualify for the Europa League, it would be fantastic. But this season taught us a few things. If it's Europa League, then it's Europa League. Absolutely fine. For what we qualify is not for me so interesting. I want to create a basis that we qualify for the best possible scenario pretty much. So we should squeeze everything out of this season. I want to play the best possible football. If we get nothing for that at the end of the season, then we created that situation earlier in this year. But this part of the season we have to use, and we have to be just really focused for the game coming up. Try to win it, try to play in a convincing way, try to be uncomfortable to play against, all these kind of things. And whatever happens, these last 8 or 9 weeks of the season are really important for next season. And it's too early to speak about being consistent. Winning 3 games is not consistent. It's good, but it can only be the start of something. If you win 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row, that's when you can call yourself consistent. Winning 3 games and then losing the 4th is what Liverpool have been doing. We have won 4 games that in a row. That was the maximum, but that was either side of the World Cup, so it didn't feel like 4 wins in a row. And after that, we started losing games again. I just have no faith at the moment in this Liverpool side, but hopefully they can prove me wrong. And Jurgen Klopp said, this season gave us a few lessons I didn't want to learn, but I learned. So we have to stay super focused, we have to be super aggressive, angry, greedy, whatever. Show that the most important prize in football is the 3 points at the weekend or midweek whenever we play the next Premier League game. That's all we have to be focused on, and I hope we can show that. That's what Jurgen Klopp said before we play Tottenham. And also we have some good injury news. Ibo Konate will be back for the Tottenham game. Naby Keita will train. I don't think he will start another game for Liverpool because he's leaving at the end of the end of the season. Oxlade-Chamberlain isn't training yet. Jota got a bad knock on his back, but he's okay and he's in contention to start. And I think we will see almost the same starting 11. But please start Thiago instead of Jordan Henderson. I don't want Jordan Henderson to play another game as a starter for Liverpool. That's how bad he has been this season, and I think he's in permanent decline. I still have faith that Fabinho can get back to his best. There is no way next season Fabinho will be as bad as this season. But Jordan Henderson, I don't think he will improve anymore. He's 33 years old. I think he's on the steady decline. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinion, and have a nice Friday. And I'm working on a new Liverpool career mode episode, so hopefully it will be released either tonight or early tomorrow, so check back on my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.